podcast, I'm going to talk about consumer theory, the homework at the end of chapter 5, and I'm going to go over problem number 6. In problem number 6, there's a lot of budget lines, and they want you to figure out equations and all this other stuff. So I'm going to do that for you. I'm going to go through each of these one by one. So first, let's look at problem 6, number A. They're talking about line LZ. To help you isolate it, what I'm going to do is get rid of all those other lines for a second. So what's the equation for LZ? First, we have to figure out the slope, and that is equal to negative 10 over 10, because it slopes downward, which is equal to negative 1. So the equation becomes y is equal to 10 minus 1x. So where's this other 10 come from? When x is 0, y is 10. The next question is, what's the equation of LR? The slope is 10 divided by 4, because that's where it touches the x-axis, the rise over the run again, and we have negative 2.5. So the slope becomes y is equal to 10 minus 2.5x. The 10 once again, when x is 0, y is 10. The next equation is kz. What's the slope of kz? The slope is equal to negative 5 divided by negative 10. Again, it's negative because it's downward sloping. It's 5 divided by 10. And that equals to negative 0.5, or 1/2. So the equation is y is equal to 5 minus 0.5x. The 5, if x is equal to 0, y is 5. What's the equation for Mn? Hopefully by now you're kind of getting the hang of this. The slope is equal to the rise over the run. Again, what we would see is 4 divided by 8. So the slope is equal to negative 0.5. So the equation becomes y is equal to 4 minus 0.5x. The 4 comes from when x is 0, y is 4. Now let's look at both those lines together, Mn and Kz. The slope for both lines is equal to negative 0.5. The slope for parallel lines is the same. What's different is where they touch the y-axis. So the equation for the purple line is y is equal to 5 minus 0.5x, and the blue line is y is equal to 4 minus 0.5x. Now it kind of changes a little bit. They ask, what is if the income is $200, what are the prices for x and y? The equation is income is equal to the price of x times the quantity of x plus the price of y times the quantity of y. So let's take $200 and divide that by 10. And the reason I picked 10 is because that is, if I spent all my money on product Y, I could buy 10 of them. So it becomes 200 divided by 10. So the price of Y is $20. You should also note that the price of X is also $20. Because again, buying 10 of them using all my income, the same way I'll get $20. Also notice the slope of the line is negative 1. Now if income is still $200, what's the prices for X and Y if we change the line from LR to LZ? So again, that's our equation. We do the same thing. We take $200 divided by 4. In this case, we want to know what happened to the price of X because the price of Y is the same, right? It's $50. X is more expensive, so again, you can buy less quantity of X. Before you could buy 10 for $200, and now you can only buy 4 for $200, so the prices rose. So now, let's look at the budget line in M, and if the prices of the products, now they're going to give us the prices of the products. The price of X is $20, and the price of Y is $40. So what is income? So let's imagine I spent all my money on product Y. How much can I buy? I could buy 4 of them. And the 4 comes from, if X is 0, I'm not buying any X, I buy all Y. That's where the 4 comes from. My income is $160. Also now, if I just bought, I could do it this way too, if I just bought all X, and the price of X is $20, and if I buy all X and no Y, 0 Y, I can buy 8 X's, means we have $160. That's it for problem 6. Hopefully this will help you understand a little bit better what we're talking about and help you do problem number 7.